Good evening, students. In the last lecture, I explained about potential energy of a system of charges in the absence of an external field. And during that discussion, I told you that there are two cases. In first case, we will find the potential energy of system of charges in the absence of an external field. And in the second case, we will find the potential energy of a system of charges in a external field. So in the last lecture we discussed the first case. In this lecture I am going to discuss the second case, that is case 2. Potential energy in an external field. Potential energy in an external field. So in this discussion there will be an external field and we are going to find the potential energy in that external field for a charge which is brought to that external field. Okay, so let us discuss the simple case first, that is potential energy of a single charge. First case is about a single charge. It is not about a system of charges. First let us discuss about a single charge, then we can move on to system of charges. Potential energy of a single charge in an external field. Now if you carefully observe the title, you can see that it is about a single charge and it is in an external field. So let us imagine that there is an external field here. Field means electric field. That electric field intensity is E. Now it is extending. If this is your region of space, from here this is your space, and in this space the same field is acting. Okay, so in this field you are bringing a charge. You are having a charge Q at infinity. Initially your charge is at infinity, just like the previous case. Now you are bringing this Q charge from infinity to some point here. You are bringing to a point, let us say R1. R1 is a point where you are bringing your charge Q. Okay, and in this case it is not like the previous one which we discussed in case 1. In the first case, if you bring a charge Q from here to here, you don't need to do any work because no other charges are present in the region. So you don't need to do any work. It is very easy. But in this case it is not like that. As you can see here, there is, even though there is no charge present initially, there is a field present, isn't it? There is a field present. A field is sufficient enough to repel or attract a charge. That means a field can influence the motion of a charge. Okay, so you are bringing the charge in that field. This field is extending from here to here in this entire region. You are bringing your charge from infinity to that region. So your field will always influence your charge. Hence it is not an easy process. You need to do some work, isn't it? So in order to find that, let us first define the potential acting on R1 due to the field. You are having a field here. that field will exert a potential at the point R1. Okay, here the potential is given by the field at the point R1. Let it be V of R1. V of R1 means, what is V of R1? V of R1 is the potential acting at the point R1 due to the field. Okay, so already there is a potential V of R1 at the point R1. Now you are trying to bring your charge from infinity to that point where there is already a potential of V of R1. So you need to do some work. What is that amount of work done? W. Generally W is equal to Q into V. Okay, here your charge is Q and V is the potential at that point. We are using the same Q here. You are bringing the charge Q. What is the potential at that point R1? It is V of R1. So the amount of work done in this process is Q into V of R1, where V of R1 is the potential acting at the point R1 due to the field, not due to any other charges. It is due to the external field. Okay, so this work done is stored as the potential energy, and hence you can say that potential energy is Q into V of R1 when there is a single charge. This is the case for a single charge. Potential energy in an external field for a single charge is Q into V of R1. That V of R1 depends upon the notation you are taking. I took R1 as the point, so I will represent it as V of R1. Okay, now let us move on to the next situation, that is potential energy of a system of two charges. We initially discussed about a single charge. Now we can move on to a system of two charges, because our explanation is about system of charges, which means it must be more than one. So let us take the simplest case, that is potential energy in an external field for a system of two charges. Now let us imagine that initially two charges are there at infinity, Q1 and Q2. They are at infinity. Infinity means very far away from your region. Okay, now you are having a region. You are having a region here and you want to build a system here in this region. But in this region there is a field acting. There is an electric field in this region with the intensity E. Throughout the region there is a field E, external field. Now you are trying to create your system in this region, a system of two charges. So just like the previous case, the process is that you will bring the charges one by one. So let us say that you are making a system at 2 points, because you are having two charges. One charge you will place here, let it be R1. Another charge you will place here, let it be R2. Now you are having 2 points, you can place two charges there. You will get a system of two charges. And there will be potential at R1 and R2, because there is an external field. This field will exert potential at those points, because those points are inside the field. Let the potential acting at R1 due to external field is V of R1, and the potential acting at R2 due to external field is V of R2. Just by notation I am using like this: V of R1 and V of R2. They are the potentials acting at R1 and R2 due to the external field. Please remember that it is the potential acting due to external field. Okay, now you are bringing the first charge. You are having Q1, you will bring Q1 from infinity to R1. Okay, in that process you need to do some work. It is not like the first case 1. In case 1 where external field is absent, you don't need any work for bringing the first charge, but here you need to do some work in the initial case itself because there is already an external field. So when you bring first charge q1 here, you will move it from here to here, that is from infinity to your point, and you need to do some work. W1, what is W1? We already discussed. When you move a single charge in an external field, work done is that charge multiplied by field at that point due to external field. Potential at that point due to external field. So W1 is Q1 into V of R1. Now after this you will move the second charge Q2 from infinity to R2. In this also you need to do some work. Okay, but here there is some difference. What is the difference? In the initial case there were no other charges present, but a field is present. So you need to do some work, and the amount of work done is nothing but Q1 into V of R1. Now when you move the second charge, the situation is different. When you move Q2, you need to do work. In first case, you need to do work in order to overcome the influence exerted by external field, because this field will influence this point charge you are bringing there, so that you need to do some work in order to overcome this influence given by the external field. As well as along with this field there is a charge. Q1 is here, you brought Q1 here, so your Q1 will be here. So you need to overcome the influence given by Q1 also. You need to overcome the influence given by external field, as well as you need to overcome the influence given by Q1 when you are bringing the second charge, isn't it? So there will be two terms for work done when you bring Q2, isn't it? First one is the work needed to overcome the influence given by external field, that is Q2 into V of R2, just like the previous case, isn't it? This is the first case. Plus there will be one more work done. What is that? The repulsive force given by the charge Q1, you need to overcome that, and which you already know in the case 1. When there is already a charge and you are trying to bring the second charge, you know that in the case 1, in the absence of external field, you did W1 equal to 0, then W2 what you did, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. The charge you are moving, that is Q2, multiplied by the charge already present Q1 divided by the distance between them. Let the distance between these two is R12. So R12. This expression you already derived in the case 1 when external field is absent. So the same case will appear here also, because there is a charge. That charge will exert some repulsive force on your charge. So that term will be there. Along with that there is an extra term, that is Q2 into V of R2. What is from where this extra term is coming? Because there is an external field, and in the previous case this term was 0, W1, but here there is a term because there is an extra external field. So due to the external field there is one extra term. That is the only difference in this case, isn't it? So let us write the second term, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by R12. So what is the total work done in this process to assemble system of two charges? W is equal to W1 plus W2, that is Q1 V of R1 plus Q2 V of R2 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by R12. So you can see here some extra terms are there because of the external field. Other than that, all the other terms will be same, like the case 1 when external field is absent. That is the case 1. Those terms will be here. Along with that, some extra terms will be there because of the external field. The first two terms are coming because of the external field. And now this is the case for potential energy. This work done will be stored as the potential energy, and hence potential energy expression will be same. So this is the case for potential energy of system of two charges. Now you can do it yourself for a system of three charges. So take three charges and do the same procedure. Bring charges one by one. It can be in the shape of a triangle or any other shape. You can do it. Distance you can measure. Then you will get some expressions like this. So just take it as a work and do it yourself. Okay. So this is the case for potential energy of a system of charges in an external field. I hope it is clear.